Hola, senors and senoritas. Today is Wednesday, March 25th, and if you are a comic book reader, your week starts and stops with each and every Wednesday, and that is because new comic books come out this week, and I am going to use this segment to give you some highlights of what I'll be purchasing this week. Maybe it's a light week for you and you don't have that much, so you want something new. Maybe you just feel like getting something new. Maybe you feel like spending a shitload of money. Who knows? Last week I had all Image books on my pull list, and this week I'm kind of going to go a little bit more rounded. I got something from everything. Dark Horse, even DC. When the fuck do I ever talk about DC? And who the fuck am I? I'm the goddamn comic book Mustache, aka Joe Bananas, aka that one-man mustache army A-Son, aka that old dirty mustache. And shame on you when you step up to that old dirty mustache straight from the Brooklyn Zoo.
Who are we to find this nature of existence? What is real, what we can perceive versus the subconscious, what we dream, where we can go. These comic books, they are the portals to our dreams, the bridge between worlds. What we can dream, what we can conceive, what we can create here, now. Comic books, existence, peace.
Yes, I am actually driving a motor vehicle in this segment on a very crowded street here in New York. Do not try this at home. I just wanted to put that as a bit of a disclaimer before I get into my list of suggestions for this week. My wife absolutely hates this segment. All right, let's go look at the books now. Wow. Up first this week, we have The Goon, Once Upon a Hard Time, written and drawn by the ever so fucking metal Eric Powell from Dark Horse Comics. If you're a fan of horror and comedy, things in vein of Army of Darkness, those old Sam Raimi movies, Dead Alive, even Hellboy, The Goon is a series that you should definitely check out. Eric Powell has been bringing his creation, The Goon, this giant slugger, kind of old school, pulpy vibe, but in a really weird dystopian, zombie, Evil Dead kind of apocalyptic setting. It's funny, it's gruesome, and it's coming to an end with Once Upon a Hard Time. So it's a perfect time to get all caught up on this crazy series. Remember I said I had a DC book? And I never fucking talk about DC books, it feels like. Well, it is Multiversity. Ultra Comics, #1 by Grant Morrison and his Final Crisis buddy, Doug Mahnke on art. Multiversity has been an amazing series from DC Comics. They're allowing Grant Morrison to basically act as the architect of all 52 universes existing within this DC multiverse. All of the chapters have been do not miss comics. Some of them have been the best comics in decades, and this one takes place on Earth 33 with Ultraman and is sure to be a treat. Let's jump over to another corner in comics, my favorite corner, the Image Corner, and take a look at The Wicked and the Divine, issue #9, by writer Kieran Gillen and artist Jamie McKelvey. This book is hip, it pops, it's cool, it's fun, it's interesting, it's a crazy idea thinking about celebrity worship in our society and how we idolize these people who aren't bigger than us, they're just people. But what if they were actually fucking gods? And what if you got to become one of them? You were so obsessed you became one of them, one of us, one of us. Well, our main character did just that, and she is finding herself in a world of shit. Highly recommend picking up the trade paperbacks for this. If you have not caught up to The Wicked and Divine, check it out. And as always, the first trade with all Image #1 trades is only $9.99, so it's cheap. Go to the weird side of the party and take a look at Intersect issue #5 by Ray Vaux. I have no idea what's going on in this series. I think people are able to jump in and out of each other and in and out of toasters and knives and dogs. It is so scary. It is so bizarre. It is surreal. It's as if a David Lynch wet dream that's fucking Alejandro Jodorowsky kind of had a baby, and that guy grew up to draw comics. And we're getting it from Image. Issue #5 should be the last of the first story arc. So again, $9.99 for the first trade. If you're in for something bizarre that may confuse you, that deserves a second or a third reading to fully understand because it's that good and that intelligent, definitely check out Intersect. It is far out, bro. Okay, so this last book is from Black Mask Studios. It's called We Can Never Go Home. It has art by Joss Hood, and it was written by Matthew Rosenberg. I have never bought a Black Mask Studios comic book, but the cover to this is amazing. It is my favorite cover of the week, and the art on the inside is really good too. It seems to be a teenage kind of coming of age story, has a real kind of old school Vertigo vibe going for it, which I think I'm really going to enjoy, and anyone should really check this out. Yes, Image is the #1 independent creator-owned comic book publisher, but there are other studios out there like Black Mask, and from the looks of We Can Never Go Home #1, they're putting out some real gems. So there you have it, my precious little mustachio angels out there in the funny book corner of YouTube. Those are the books that I think are the highlights, really, of this new comic book day, this Wednesday, March 25th, the year of our Lord, the year of this mustache, 2015. I am having a bit of a contest on my channel as I have reached 100 subscribers a couple weeks ago, and the number is increasing pretty rapidly as of this past day or so. But go back a couple videos in my feed and check out the contest because the prize is fucking dope. You get to control my channel for an entire week. That's right, you heard right. You give me the content you want to hear me talk about, and I will deliver that to you. I am extremely humbled, and I want to thank everybody who has participated in the contest. Clouded Journey, your entry was fucking awesome yesterday, and in the words of you, my friend, please do not forget, mustaches speak louder than words. Adios, bro chachos. I will be back later on in the week with more comic book reviews and comic book related content. Booyah!
Who are we to find this nature of existence?